Hi Vaishnavi, how are you?
Hi, Shruti. I'm good. How are you?
Very well, I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. And it's been a long time, and I thought we should, quickly catch up on the sales tech side, since you've already concluded your revenue enablement platform Spark study, and you're also reaching out to sales performance management vendors for the Spark study. And I felt, I should hear from you on one of the most common trends on the sales tech side, and that is the increasing investments in AI across the entire sales tech landscape. And when we specifically talk about the sales engagement platform or the revenue enablement platform, or even sales performance management platform, how do you see this unfolding in that context? I would like to know, and especially how it is helping companies hit their sales goals in terms of gaining better leads, generating healthier pipelines, and also close more deals with greater profitability. So yes, so Vaishnavi, if you would like to share your insights on that, it would be great.
Yes, Shruti. There is so much. There is so much that has been going on in the sales tech landscape. And the more case studies you read, you see numbers of double-digit increases and percentage increases in efficiency of sales teams due to using these sales technologies. So it's really
Right.
great to study this market and study the technology developments that are here. So you covered a lot of things in your question, and I think the first thing that comes to mind is sales engagement. The engagement aspect, rather, in the revenue enablement platform. So one very unique or rather ubiquitous technology that's there in the market right now is the DSR, the digital sales room. And digital sales rooms are everywhere now. They provide an avenue for tracking engagement analytics and drill in insights into the specificities of content that and content matter and engagement topics that are leveraged by sellers to better engage with their customers and better cater to their client needs. And along the same lines, DSRs provide content audit analytics, which is so crucial for marketing teams. That's where they come in because they can get insights into which specific piece of content is a success with clients and what kind of clients, all those things. And they can also identify redundant content, things like that, and make changes accordingly. And yes, when it comes to revenue intelligence, which is just giving sales reps more idea into how to better target opportunities for insights into opportunity specific approaches. Vendors in the market have started to offer conversational intelligence features, which is beneficial in extracting customer specific market insights from the sales conversations that happen, which is like such a crucial source of information. You can get information about competitor mentions, about whatever objections that are there from the client side, risks, opportunities, everything can be identified. And this can be tied with buying behavior. You can identify this buying behavior. In fact, AI does it with conversational intelligence. And apart from this, of course, call summaries are generated, next best action recommendations are made accordingly, all done by AI. And even drafting appropriate communication, note taking, everything is automated now. And these best practices can also be analyzed, learning from the best top performers and easily shared across through sellers that are still learning, perhaps, or new in the space, things like that. So, yeah, providing insights into pipeline health has been one place where AI has been very beneficial. And leveraging customer engagement and CRM data has helped in this space.
Right. Well said, Vaishnavi. And I think, all the factors, that could possibly, impact the revenue. I think AI is, is able to consider all of those, right? And at a deeper level. And, traditionally we've seen that forecasts were only built using historical data, or, sometimes merged with the current market conditions. And I think now AI is, analyzing it more at a granular level, or even at individual level. It is providing predictions, and um, it can also show prediction or salesperson's characteristics, by generating a unique prediction for an individual salesperson based on the factors such as past sales success or number of years of experience in that field. And I think that would definitely help companies get a more realistic forecast. So I think it's definitely encountering or factoring a lot of aspects to provide intelligent revenue forecasts and so on. So yeah, another factor here, when it comes to coaching, and also how do you think AI is helping from that perspective? Would you like to share your insights on that?
Yes, Shruti. The one word that comes to mind is pitch practice. There are two words actually. So I think pitch practice is something sellers, it's so crucial for them, and usually managers are involved and it's done under their supervision. However, with AI enabled real-time objective feedback for pitch practice. Sellers can actually undertake it without manager supervision. It helps bring in a lot of flexibility to their practice methodology, practice routines, things like that, and helps build confidence too. The more they practice, the better they get. And AI is so intelligent. I mean, of course, it identifies tone, it identifies key phrases, it identifies any kind of pieces of information that are crucial that are missing from the pitch, and also guides sellers to create better pitches. And this really boosts their sales readiness. So that's where the coaching aspect comes in. And since you mentioned about forecasting, I do have a point to add to that.
Yeah.
Sales forecasting features that specifically predictive analytics functionalities and insights into sales pipeline are enriched with conversational intelligence data, which I mentioned a little while ago. This is used to generate projected revenue figures for informed decision making in the allocation of resources. So you see how forecasting data is constantly enriched, and this real time feedback is so crucial to kind of realign resources for executives, especially.
True. Right, makes sense, Vaishnavi. And I think accurate sales forecast, it definitely empowers businesses to optimize their inventory as well as staffing by predicting predictive, individual sales performance. I just mentioned, and the companies with that can ensure that they have the right amount of each item on hand in terms of inventory. I'm specifically talking about, and also similarly say, forecasting sales by product line and territory allows proactive staffing adjustments that helps businesses to meet the anticipated customer support needs. So I think definitely sales forecasting, like we know, is an integral part here, which is getting better through AI. And I think we are getting more realistic and intelligent forecasts through AI. And before we got on this call, you shared a very interesting example from one of the leading vendors who was participated in the revenue enablement platform study, and it was interesting, to see how these vendors are working on developing an AI enabled coaching framework that helps sales representatives to easily understand the quality of engagement they have with the prospects, as well as plan the next best way to engage with their account. So I would like to know your thoughts on that, and also more about the AI guided sales qualification and guided selling.
Yes, Shruti, there are so many innovative solutions for AI assisted selling now. And AI is acting like a guide to sellers. AI recognizes the potential of accounts when using past data from the CRM, and it also helps sellers prioritize accounts and provide real-time guidance based on seller inputs. So both things are coming into consideration here. So when talking about the sales qualification um, uh, video that I shared with you, sales qualification using AI, using a popular framework, which is sales framework to qualify sales leads, sellers inputs, which are so crucial, which they are able to actually now, they're qualitatively putting that in, and they're actually getting results and answers on who is the right, how healthy is an opportunity, and who is the champion in the buying center, whom they should reach out to further progress deals faster. AI identifies all that with sales qualification, and AI could corroborate qualification of a prospect based on seller inputs and contacts made, interactions engaged between sellers and buying centers. This is such critical intelligence when it comes to saving time for sellers, and they can focus and realign their efforts towards the right opportunities with the most potential. And this critical intelligence is also useful in case there is attrition, which of course, sales, we have seen a lot of attrition, and in case sellers leave the workplace, this also helps the ones coming after them. So they have access to a lot of data, a lot of insights on how to go back and connect with accounts that were handled by those salespersons earlier, all enabled with AI and strong backing of data.
Absolutely. Great insights, Vaishnavi, on this point. And now that we've covered more about AI, also why not Gen AI? And obviously, like any other technology, Gen AI or any other solutions that are there in this space. I mean, Gen AI is creating a big impact. And now, when it comes to REP or SPM, in that case, how do you think it is helping REP or SPM vendors to cater to those use cases, and what is the potential? So, I would like to know your perspective on that.
Potential here is in boosting sales productivity, Shruti. With the addition of a generative AI layer into the platform, several benefits are made available to revenue teams, sales teams, such as there's one crucial thing which is called just-in-time learning, which is a very concise summarization of sales research material that salesperson sometimes have to be so ready for any kind of situation, and they can't go back and look through files and read everything up. Generative AI can summarize things for them so that they are ready with concise and impactful information. And apart from this, there's message generation of emails, that is, and an understanding of key highlights and facts about accounts that salespersons can kind of keep in mind, can kind of remember when approaching them. And the most crucial use case of generative AI is also used to design meeting agendas using account specific information, highlighting to do lists in a step by step manner. Whether it's in simple sales pitches, points you have to cover, you can have that to do list in mind, or it's actual going out on sales visits to their territories. Salespersons can have a to do list that AI generates for them. So it's completely sorted for them. And this can be leveraged to also create, using generative AI, you can also get insights into what the top performers are doing differently. And it helps in creating sales playbooks, and it helps in understanding what works and what doesn't in terms of sales strategies when it comes to seller readiness specifically.
Absolutely. Yes, so I think a lot of use cases, interesting ones like, even smartly targeting or, crafting personalized emails based on leads' interest and needs, and lead nurturing by responding to queries, offering data-driven insights to identify winning strategies, or even, I think real-time support, in that case. I think Gen AI is definitely playing a greater role, and helping sales reps to focus more on the other complex or important tasks. So I think it's making their jobs easier. So I'm sure we'll see some interesting use cases upcoming there in that space. And I think it would be nice to catch up once you conclude the sales performance management study as well, and talk about some other market trends or technology trends that are impacting the sales tech side. And I look forward to catch up with you again. And thank you so much for sharing your insights on this for today.
Thank you so much, Shruti. This was a very great discussion. It was so nice to bring up all these points again and get your perspective on them as well.
Thank you. Likewise. Thank you.